Hi, there's been this raging conversation around polygamy. Yes, I know humans are naturally, should I use the term selfish? Don't feel negative about it. But we're naturally selfish people and we're more concerned about ourselves and having so many goodies to ourselves alone. Now, when it comes to issues of relationships, marriages, and all, it may be slightly different. But then it's a it's an ongoing debate that is neither here nor there. While a number of people are against polygamy, another lot are in support. Well, if you try to take a measure of this, you find more of the male folks tilting towards polygamy because it just gives them that freedom. And on the other hand, a number of people believe that what is good for the goose is as well good for the gander. Well, that's a debate for another day. However, let's take a look at this. Polygamy. What does it mean to you? Let's look at this very shortly. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Polygamy is that marriage situation when a man is betrothed. Is it two or with more than one wives? It's usually a difficult situation for probably the first one to enter into the marriage, or even sometimes the first might be tolerant to it, and then the consequent wives are the ones who have issues. We've also seen um, situations where a guy marries two at a time, three at a time. Men, according to, should I say, history, or according to different schools of thought, are polygamous in nature. Again, that's a subject for another debate. Whether men are polygamous in nature or not, we are here now, and we have a number of men who are practicing polygamy. We have a number of women who have chosen to accept polygamy. What does it mean to you? How do you feel about it? Before I go too far, I am Adebayo Elupeji, and it is the Love Laboratory. In African settings of old, polygamy was like a norm. But civilizations and the incursion of the Western culture into the African culture has already brought a different point of view to the African populace. That's not to say that even when the culture held sway, that African women were not averse to the concept of polygamy. A number of them didn't like it, but because all of the powers of the family lied or was mostly with the husband or with the man. Today, a number of African ladies who interestingly have this polygamous background, where the mothers are probably the fourth or the fifth or the sixth wife, find it difficult to tolerate another person. If you find yourself in a relationship, in a polygamous relationship, or married, let's put it that way, how would you cope? If your husband wakes up tomorrow and decides that, oh, I'm taking on another wife, are you going to pack your stuff and leave? Or are you just going to hold it up and tolerate the new wife? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Is it the risk of not getting all of the attention from your husband? Or the risk of another woman coming into your home and actually driving you crazy or driving you out of the house? What is the world becoming today? I heard the gist that men are becoming relatively scarce, that there are more women than men, and that women should say yes to polygamy so that even their friends can become their co-wife, as the case may be. What do you think about these things? Is polygamy the way to go? Because we understand, yes, some have argued that there are enough men to go round. But this seems to be on the contrary when you take a global look at the world population. the ratio of men to women. There are more women, obviously. Do you want to see that friend of yours go all along and not get married? Or you want that friend to possibly come behind you and still shows with your partner? I want honest opinions about this because even I am not exactly grounded in these thoughts. But polygamy, it is being practiced, but it is being practiced in hypocrisy. A lot of people are into polygamy, but often they keep the second wife or the third wife or the wives away from one another. Do you think we should open our arms and embrace polygamy, especially with the current situation of the world? There are many divorced women, and they are divorced not because it is what they really want to do, but because they saw these polygamous tendencies in their partners. But at the end of the day, most single women, or at least quite a number of single women, find themselves in relationship with men who are already married to somebody else, and everybody is just keeping it a secret. How long are we going to continue to do this? If you recall my last video, it was about the travails of those who either are just coming out of a heartbreak, single mothers, and how they are coping, because often where they will find love next is usually in the heart of a married person. Not to take up all of our time, what's your position on polygamy? Should women embrace polygamy? Have you experienced polygamy? Or are you afraid of polygamy? Please leave a comment. Let's talk about this. I remain Adebayo Elupeji. See you next time.